Hey G Squad, welcome back to the episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we have this cool inverter here, and pretty much what these are a charging station or power strip. So for both of these is from the same exact brand, which is Anker brand. This one here provides guys a max of 100 watts when you guys do use it. But for this one here provides guys max of 65 watts. But when you guys do a side comparison between both of them, you can see this one is much more smaller than this one, which is totally understandable since this one does provide a lot more power. Like I mentioned, the max that's on here is 100 watts, where for this one 65 watts. But in terms of what you guys do get, in terms of output, is actually very similar. You do get 2 AC options for this one, and 2 for this one. So 1 in the front, and 1 on the other side. And for both of them, it does have a GaNPrime technology to give you guys a fast charging speed at a safe speed. And it also allows the product to be much smaller than a typical charging station or power strip, which is pretty nice. But when you see for the small one, it does provide you guys 2 USB-C option and 1 USB. Where for this one right here, provide you guys 2 USB-C option and 2 USB. So you do get 1 extra USB option. So for this one, does allow you guys to charge 6 devices at the same time. Where for this one, allow you guys to charge 5. So you have just missing 1 USB option and a power difference on here when you guys do use it. And in terms of the AC option, when you guys use both of them, it does provide you guys 1250 watts. And you see for the top one right here, it doesn't have built-in cable. You do have the option to take it out, which is pretty nice. Where for this one here, it does have built-in cable, but you do have the option to wrap it around inside. So I have to open up the side. That is what the inside looks like. So really cool how you give you guys the option to wrap it around right here when you guys are done using it, which is pretty nice. But once you guys are ready to use it, just take it out like this. Very easy and very simple, as you can see. And I love how they have this little part right here to organize the cable when you guys are done using it or when you guys are using it. So I do push it back down. This is what the bot looks like. And when you guys do feel the overall weight of both of them, this one right here definitely feels a little bit more heavier, which is totally understandable as well. But both of them are actually very compact and very portable for the brand long way of traveling. But this one's definitely a lot more smaller and much more compact that you can put into your pocket if you guys do want to. So what I'm doing right now is to plug in both of them to show you guys how much power it does provide when you guys do plug in one or more than one device at the same time. So we'll try this one. So let's do plug it in. Once you guys do plug it in, you can see how we do have an interior light to show you guys when on or off. And you do have the button on the side right here for it to turn off and turn on if you guys do want to. So just like this. So that turns off. Press again. It turns on. So for the first test, we're going to plug in this USB-C cable. And we do have this little tester. And currently I do have the other side plugged into my MacBook Pro 16-inch laptop. So let's do plug it in. You can see how the other side we do have it plugged in to a MacBook Pro 16-inch laptop. And when you guys do look at the power that's on here, it does provide a lot of power. So probably you guys 90 watts or 91 watts when you guys do have it plugged in. And obviously in order for you to get this speed, your percentage on your laptop needs to be pretty high. But once it reaches like 80% or anything higher than that, it does allow to charge. So that's something to remember when you guys do use it. Let's try to unplug it and try the next one to show you guys the difference if there is any. Alright, so you can see the number is about the same. So there's no difference on here when you guys do plug the same thing. But when you guys do plug in more than one device, let me show you what happened. So right here I do have my USB to lightning cable. If you guys do plug it in, other side I'm plugging onto my phone. If you guys do plug it in, and see how it does work. And when you guys do look at the number on here, you can see how it went down. So right now it's providing you guys 28 watts when you guys do plug in more than one device. But let's try to unplug it and try this one. And see how the number is higher than this one. So right now it's providing you guys 42 or 43 watts. Compared to other USB-C, it provides you guys half of that. So it does make a difference when you guys do plug in each different outlet on here when you guys do use it. Whether if you guys plug in one or more than one device at the same time. But you see when you guys do test it out, it gives you guys very close to 100 watts. So it is very powerful when you guys do use it. And I do want to mention when you guys use the USB or the USB-C option, it does not affect the AC option. So now I'm actually unplug it and try the other one to show you guys how that works. But before I do, I want to show you guys what it actually looks like when you guys do plug in right here. So for example, if I do plug in cable right here, you can see how it does pop out. And once you guys do unplug it, it goes back in. Let me try one more time. You can see how it does pop out. So that's actually pretty cool. Now try this one. So I do plug in the same cable, which is connected onto MacBook Pro 16-inch. You can see how it does provide a lot of power. So right now it's providing guys 63 or 64 watts. So very close to 65 watts, just like what I mentioned. But it's not as powerful as the other one where it gives you guys 90 watts. You can see. Let's try to unplug it and try the other USB-C option. So same thing for this one, it does provide guys 63 or 64 watts, you can see. But when you do plug in USB option, let's see what happens. So I'm plugging the same cable to my phone. And we'll flip this around so you can see it. So once we do have both of them plugged in, you can see how the number went down. So right now it's running you guys 43 or 44 watts. So it's still very powerful when you guys do use it, but it went down a little bit. Let's try to unplug it and try the other USB-C option. So you see the numbers same on this one. So it's not like the other charging station where when you guys use different USB-C option at the same time, the number change. It's still about the same when you guys do plug in more than one device at the same time, if you can see. And same thing for this one, when you guys do plug in the AC option, it does not affect the charges on this one. It's separate. So that's a quick little test to show you guys what it looks like for both of them. If you see it does work. So for both of these products, I've been using for almost 2 years. I think it's been a year and a half. And I do love both of them a lot. I actually use both of them in my office and also when I do travel. The one that I do bring the most when I do travel is this one. And the reason why is because this one is so much more portable than this one. If I want to use 100 watts, I can plug in my own wall charger on here because it does work. But it is very nice how it does give you guys 100 watts built in on here to charge like a laptop if you guys want to. But I do feel like the built-in USB-C option on here where it does provide you guys 65 watts, that's actually pretty strong enough to charge like a MacBook Pro overnight. But obviously if you guys are in a rush and if you guys want to fast charge the device, then it's probably better for you guys to get this one and bring it along when you guys are traveling. But when it comes to the question of which one's more worth it when you guys compare both of these, both of them are pretty worth it its own way. It really just depends on what you guys are looking for in terms of portability or power. Both of them are actually really portable, but this one's much more portable because it's much smaller. Like I mentioned, the powers on here is much more powerful when you guys compare both of them, if you can see from that quick little test. So for me personally, it's really hard to choose between both of them because both of them are actually really worth it. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't one of these, then obviously don't buy one. And save your money something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.